Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Brady again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On fourth down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Alec Ogletree. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Third and long, it's Ryan. Going up top. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. They're going to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Gurley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. yards. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Ryan finding Julio out wide. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Leonard Fournette. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football. Forced the dump off to the back, and even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. And you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. From the gun, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard, where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Now it's Ryan. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Brady with a quick throw here to Evans out wide. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, If there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Brady. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. to throw again. Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just now.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 79 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And by the way, for those of you that think Todd Gurley may have lost a step, I think you can look at this play as evidence that that is indeed not the case. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 22, Buccaneers 18.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already. So he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw with Brady. And this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Here's Oliver. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Ryan, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Buccaneers' 39-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 32. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's got some space here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal, Gurley. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Goal from the 2-yard line.
They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. In his own end zone, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
48-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Tackled by Ndamukong Suh. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 29. Buccaneers 25.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing now is Brady. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Allen Bailey in on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
The Bucs on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At the 24-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing again. Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. 11 yards there, just like last play.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Another carry now for Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they... do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brady to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw is Brady. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big pickup of 38. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
At the 15-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Brady. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Well, there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. They will take the knee here And they will finish this regular season with a victory.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for Atlanta, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. And for